Hello, all of you Slimesters. Welcome to Splat Attack. I am Alex, and I have a very special announcement that needs to be made. Some of you may have seen earlier this morning over on Instagram where my co-host Brett has made an announcement that he is taking a break from all social media. And there were a couple of comments of some others asking if he's going to be co-hosting Splat Attack. What's the plan? What I will tell you is at the end of season 4 and the beginning of season 5, Brett had informed me that he is going to be stepping away from Splat Attack at the end of the current season that we're doing, season 5 going into season 6. The reason for it was he's had a lot of enthusiasm to want to get into writing this creative story that he's been wanting to do. It's called Seeds of Sentiment. I believe that's what it's called. Please forgive me, Brett, if that's not right. But it's an illustrated novel that he's been wanting to do for many years. And one of the many things that I love about Brett is also one of the things that's plagued him is his mind is very, very much good soil for ideas. You start an idea and it takes root, and he can't focus on anything else but this one thing. The end result is always fantastic, but on the other side of that is he has a hard time focusing on other stuff because he's a completionist, he's a perfectionist, which they're not complaints. That's who he is, and that's one of the many things I love about him. But because of this, he's not really been able to really focus on this creative outlet that he's been wanting to do because he's been working on Splat Attack this whole time. And he wanted to, at the end of season 5, going into season 6, he wanted to step away from Splat Attack, and we were going to find some guest co-hosts to work alongside me. We were still going to keep Splat Attack going and keep building on what we've started. That was the goal. The question that is Brett going to continue co-hosting Splat Attack? And the short answer is no, he is not. I don't want to go into it because it is not my place, but I can say that there have been some personal developments in his life, unfortunately fairly negative, that he is having to step away much sooner than anticipated. And he's still going to make his story, but he needs to focus on himself and focus on his family at the moment, which I completely understand. I completely respect, and I will miss working with him. That being said, what does that mean for Splat Attack? That means we're going to keep going. Thanks to the assistance of Kat, Manny, and Jordy, we're going to keep Splat Attack going. We've already had meetings and discussed how we're going to disperse responsibilities and keep churning out more episodes for all of you. So as far as the main timeline is concerned, which is what all of you are seeing right now, there shouldn't be any major changes for you, outside of the fact that Brett will no longer be a part of the show for the rest of the season. He was wanting to finish out the season and make his announcement officially and pass the power coin onto the guest hosts, but with all that he's got going on and the stresses that he has, he threw in the towel and said, I just can't do this right now. I need to quit much sooner than I had initially wanted. And he has my blessing. I wish him the very best. I have no ill feelings. I don't want anybody thinking that there was anything going on behind the scenes. If there was any arguing between all of us, there really wasn't. We all get along. We all get along fantastically. But life, you all, I'm sure, are aware, can be very, very difficult. And trying to do things creatively or things that you're passionate about and trying to find the time for it while also trying to do something that's going to pay bills, it's a tough balance. But with that in mind, we are going to continue season 6. Continue into season 6. We've already been having plans on what to do moving forward. We have some fantastic episodes lined up. You will see Brett a little more because he did go ahead and record the next episode that no, he recorded the next few minisodes. So you're going to see, I think, 2 more Nightmares as a Child come out. And if you're over on Patreon, we have 1 more Game On episode that's going to release this upcoming Friday. That also was the last one that I got to do with Brett. So you will see him a little bit throughout the rest of the season. And does that mean Brett is going to come back? I believe he will. We've already discussed this too, is he wants to come back. He's not leaving Splat Attack for good. It's just he needs to step away and focus on himself. But once he's done and he's rejuvenated and ready to get back into it, he wants to jump back into the show that he and I had started together. It's been a fantastic partnership. I'm going to miss him, but we've got 2 of our behind the scenes crew have started to take on responsibilities of learning how to edit. So as of right now, the main episodes on Patreon for our Gakoids, they're put on pause while I train 2 new editors on how we keep things moving. So we still got bonus minisodes. We still got live streams that are going to be taking place almost weekly over on Patreon. So there's still a lot of good content over there, and early access whenever I get the episodes done. So Splat Attack is still good. We're solid. We're going to keep going. We're hoping to have more guest co-hosts come in, along with my wife and the backstage crew. We're going to be taking more of a front seat as well. But with that being said, Brett, I know you're seeing this, and I love you. I wish you the very best. We all wish you the very best. And anybody in the comment section, wish him a hearty Godspeed. And we'll be here when you're ready to come back. And as for the rest of you who are listening, I appreciate your support. We have appreciated your support since the very beginning, and all of you who are sharing our show and bringing in new people. You all are fantastic, but Splat Attack is nowhere near being done. Just kind of in the way of a changing of the guard from going from I don't even know who he was, but from the original creator over to Geraldine Laybourne, and where she began to really build on the Pioneer and make a foundation for something very special. It's very much in line with what we're doing, and you'll see what I mean coming soon. But with that being said, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to say thank you all to all of you for supporting all this time. Thank you to Brett for all the fantastic hard work you've put into the show. But the best is yet to come.